Okay, so this is my second video on vocabulary. This video and a series of these videos will be useful for all the students who are taking English language exams, be it the Common Admission Test, as it is called in India, the test for MBA, or GMAT, Graduate Management Aptitude Test, GRE, IELTS, TOEFL, and a number of other similar English language exams. So let us begin with today's lesson. We're going to focus on some words related to reluctance or unwilling, when you're unwilling to do something. The words related to this thing, the unwillingness to do something, are loath, balk, blench, disinclined, indisposed, begrudge, deign. These words seem to be similar, but there is a difference. Okay, let me explain how. Well, the first word is loath. Loath is an adjective. It is a quality of something when you are unwilling or reluctant to do something. Balk is also when you are unwilling or reluctant to do something, but it takes the form of a verb. Now, what's the difference? Verb is basically an action. When you are doing something, that is called balk. When you're doing something, the quality of that is called loath. Okay, so the quality of the action, the quality of the noun, that's called loath. But when you take an action, that's called balk. For example, your dad says, "Okay, please join. I'm giving you instructions to join armed forces," and you say, "Nah, I'm not gonna do that." That's called balking. Okay, you are doing something. You are reacting to your dad, and you are saying, "No, I'm not gonna do that." That's called balking. You are unwilling to take an action. Okay, so the sentence is, he balked at the prospect of joining the armed forces. That is, the person did some action. Now, he loathed to join armed forces. Nobody's saying him that you should join armed forces, but he hates the idea of joining armed forces. In fact, loathe is a word which includes some element of hate. You do not want to do something because you hate that thing. That is called loathe. So he loathed to join armed forces. So that's basically a quality. The action is to join. Okay. Blench is a bit different from balk. Now, both are actions. Blench is also a verb. It's an action form, but it's taken in a humorous sense. Okay, it's very different from balk in this, because of the nature of the word. It's more humorous, while balk is a more serious word. So my sister blenches when she has to change her daughter's diapers. So that's a humorous situation, and not in that case, you're not going to say she balks when she has to change her daughter's diapers. So that will be a serious situation. Here, it is a humorous situation. Now there are two more words, disinclined and indisposed, and they're also same as unwilling or reluctant to do something, but the difference is when you loathe something, it's an adjective, you hate to do that. When you're disinclined or indisposed to something, and both are adjectives, in that case, you do not hate it, you're somewhat neutral, but you still are unwilling to do it. So there's a difference of degree. There's a difference of degree in these words. So loath is more emotional word. Disinclined and indisposed are more neutral words. For example, if I say, I'm disinclined or indisposed to help the poor people, that means that I'm not ready to help them, I'm not willing to help them, but that does not mean I hate to help them. Okay, so if you say I loathe to help the poor, so it means you hate to help the poor. Okay. Now the next word is begrudge. Begrudge is very different from these words, but it is somewhat similar, so that's why I put it over here. It's basically an action form. It's a verb, to feel unhappy about spending particularly time and money. Remember, begrudge isn't used in context of time and money. Okay, when you feel unhappy about spending time and money on something. For example, I begrudged that I had spent so much time preparing for the IELTS exam. So that is, I've used past perfect tense because it's past of past. So that's the tense form. So when something is past of past, we use past perfect tense. Finally, the word Deign. Deign is also when you are unwilling. Okay, but the difference is Loath, disinclined, disposed is when you're unwilling to do something. Deign is that you are forced to do something, but you think you have to do this, but you do it very unhappily. You're not happy while doing it, but you have to do this. And you are not happy while doing it because you think you are too important to do that. Okay? For example, the Prime Minister deigned to shake hands with a lowly official. It means the Prime Minister was forced to shake hands with the lowly officials, but he hated doing that. He did not want to do that, but he was forced to do it. So he was deigned to shake hands with a lowly official.